is from Ohio State University, and it's addressed to Mr. and Mrs. Richard Letts. On behalf of the Ohio Unions, I wish to express to you a very special thanks for Eileen and her commitment and dedication. I can foresee a great future for this remarkable woman. The only regret I have is that she'll be gone next fall. I just think I was very fortunate to have such a lovely daughter.
So I met Eileen in 1978 when she first graduated from law school. One of the not-for-profits I started was Minority Legal Education Resources, Inc., that focuses on helping law graduates of color to pass the bar. Eileen was in that class. I noticed then that she was bright, she was engaged, she was so smart. She passed the bar immediately, and she volunteered to work with MLER. Ultimately, she became a board member and president of the organization. When she sees that she can be of service to others, she stands up to the challenge. Her whole career has been about giving back. She's someone who, while climbing the ladder of success, never failed to reach back and bring others along with her.
There's not a person that she has dealt with who has forgotten her. She leaves an impression whenever she is dealing with other people, particularly younger lawyers, because she does go out of her way to leave them with something, whether they're female or male lawyers. She goes out of her way to help impart some knowledge to them. All too often, we as lawyers might lack is true integrity. And Eileen has always had that. She has just become involved in a whole host of things here in Chicago, and that has, I think, left a positive impression on the lives of a lot of young people.
My first impression of Eileen Letts when I joined Green & Letts was she is by far one of the most impressive attorneys that I've ever seen. This was a minority-owned law firm. As a young attorney coming in from Rockford, this was unheard of. Up until that point, I was not exposed to many African-American women attorneys who have reached the great heights that Eileen Letts has. Eileen took me under her wing and made sure I got great experience in litigation. She sent me out to depositions, and I absolutely believe she is very worthy and deserving of the Margaret Brent Award, and I'm so happy that she's receiving it.
Since the beginning of her career, she has done nothing except promote young lawyers, promote female lawyers in particular, and not just female lawyers, but just women in general. She does this as naturally as we would eat dinner. I'm so happy that she's receiving this award because it will give her an opportunity to see herself as others see her. She did not ask for this. People insisted that it be done.
I am so thankful and blessed to receive this award. When I look at the past award recipients and the other women on this dais who are getting this award today, all I can say is wow. The Commission on Women thought enough of me to bestow this award on me. I cannot believe it and am so grateful. I have so many people to thank for this honor, and I must name a few. The ABA section of litigation, of which I have been a member for over 30 years, supported my nomination. The 360 Commission, who has a number of members in the audience, and many I have become dear, dear friends with. The Cook County Bar Association, the Chicago Bar Foundation, the Chicago Bar Association, members of the Black Women Law Association, all supported my nomination. My new law firm, many of whom are here today from Los Angeles and New York, support all of my bar work and encourage me to do what I need to do. I have to give a particular special shout out to my managing partner who came in from Los Angeles on a red eye last night, Tom Zuber, who has been especially supportive and encouraging in increasing our diverse numbers of talented lawyers in our law firm. A special thanks to some of my strongest supporters, one of whom has been my mentee for over 10 years and who was on the video, Kenya Jenkins Wright. Ellen Douglas, who helped garner support for my nomination and has been a faithful friend for over 40 years. Judge Ann Williams, also on the video, who has been a mentor, a friend, a confidant since the days when I took the bar exam, and she was my MLER instructor, always has had my back. Paulette Brown, what can I say about Paulette? She and I have been roomies at Bar Association meetings for over 20 years. She scolds me, she pushes me, she encourages me, but she always supports me and is a dear, dear friend. Martin Green, my law partner for over 30 years and a true Renaissance man, also supports me deeply. I have many more friends in the room, and I thank you. I have so many family members and friends that have traveled here to be with me, and I so appreciate that. We're all very close. My cousin Richard and his wife came from Columbus. Richard is an inspiration to me for becoming a lawyer. My girlfriend from second grade, Camilla, and her husband came from Michigan. My husband of over 32 years couldn't join us today because he has some health concerns, but he also has supported all of my efforts. I can't go on, I can never go on without thanking my two sons for being here and being with me always, Robert and Matthew. Anyone who knows me knows they are the best thing that ever happened to me. They are my heart and such a joy. My mother, Olivia Letts, who is also on the video, who turned 90 this year. Stand up, Mom. Wait, she's not standing, but she'll wave. She is the brightest, the sweetest, the most giving person I know. When I call her and tell her about a bad day, she always says, well, let's see what good we can find. She is my rock. She and my father made me who I am today. They always supported me in whatever I did. I'm an only child, and because of that, I played about 5 instruments. Since my father was an avid golfer, I learned how to play golf, and even won some trophies when I was like 10 and 11 years old. If only he had made me stay with it, maybe I could have been Tiger Woods. My father was in a position which today would be called the HR director for the city of Lansing, Michigan. The mayor would come to our house, but my father also helped young men and women who were less fortunate who also came to our house because he ran a youth program in the city of Lansing. So not only did the mayor come, but so did those youth. I was always taught to treat everyone the same, no matter their color, their sex, or their station in life. As my mother always says, you never know who will be your boss. I carry that with me all the time. So I learned fairness and justice from them, and that one must give back to their community. When I graduated from law school, I went to work for Justice Glenn Johnson, who sat on the Illinois Appellate Court. He was one of my first mentors. From him, I got started in the bar. He believed that the bar activities were important. I have never looked back. As a friend of an ABA president, no good deed goes unpunished. I co-chaired the 360 Commission under the leadership of past President Paulette Brown. I must say that much of what we did lives on now in the diversity space, but what we started must continue to grow and expand. When I hear the statistics from a survey of 300 big law firms that only 8% of minority women are attorneys, and of that 8%, 3% are partners, we have got to do more. When out of 25 men, only 1 woman of color will become a partner, and even fewer equity, we've got to do better. It is not easy to say why they are leaving the practice of law. We have to change this picture. We have to be there for the young associate that feels isolated and feels there is a lack of opportunity. We have to be there to listen, and we have to act. We can't say, I made it, now you figure it out. We have to speak up. We have to add to their voice. Harriet Green, chairman and CEO of IBM Asia Pacific, said, "One is a token, two are a presence, and three is a voice." We have to increase our numbers so we can be that voice. We need each other. We, the more senior and seasoned women and men, need young lawyers. We need their fresh ideas. We need their enthusiasm. We need to build teams, and as one friend said to me, we need to have posses. We must step up. It's easy to be discouraged by those numbers, but we don't have the luxury of doing nothing, saying nothing. We have to stay around, because if we aren't there now, will women want to come into the practice of law? I don't think so. We all get discouraged, but that is why we have each other. That is why we have to be the change agents. As my favorite president said, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. We can do this, and I have faith that we will do this. Thank you so much.